Hello, hello everyone. How are you all doing? Let's just make sure I can hear myself. Uh, just got to turn that sound off. How are you all? Hopefully you're all good. Hopefully you're fantastic. Hopefully you're fantastic and you're all good. The Blue Lions, how are you, mate? This is chelsdaft back on the live match commentary. Hopefully you guys are going to be with me. You're going to enjoy it. And yeah, I'm hoping that you guys are all good. So come and say hello in chat for me. Come and say hello. This is Chelsea versus Aston Villa. We are back. This is a huge game. Villa, 10 on the bounce. Chelsea got a good record at home at the minute. But after results today, Arsenal's just won. Oh, hello, mate. How you doing? Yeah, it was good, thank you. I hope you did too, mate. I hope you did too. Arsenal just won. Liverpool have won. Man City won. We'll need to make sure we beat Villa to keep the pressure up on them and to try and stay up with those that are doing well at the minute. Rubber, how are you, man? Thank you very much. Thank you. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Oh, dear. So, how is everything doing? How is everything going? Hopefully, you guys are all good and looking forward to this one. This is a huge game for Chelsea. And I will say this. Cole Palmer's back. Liam Delap's on the bench. And there's a surprising inclusion for me. Now, I don't know. I've not kept up with any of the team news and stuff like that. I haven't done any of that. But Benoit Badiashile is actually playing. He's starting next to Trevor Chalobah in the back with Fofana on the bench. Fofana tossing and Achampong on the bench. And I'm quite surprised at that. Badiashile next to Chalobah, sorry. Sky just focusing on Cole Palmer. Chelsea's attacking options are good. I will say this: Chelsea's team is basically it's Sanchez in goal. James reverts back to right back. Malagusto goes to the bench. You've then got the Reece James right back, Chalobah and Badiashile in the middle with Cucurella at left back. Midfield two back to reverted, tried and trusted Enzo Fernandez next to Moises Caicedo. The three in behind the striker is Neto on the right, Garnacho on the left, Palmer as the number 10, in behind João Pedro. It's a very strong team from Chelsea. Almost, there's an argument to say that's probably our strongest team at the moment, give or take an Esteval and Fofana at the minute, I will say. Obviously missing Levi Colville. But that's what I think is a decent enough team. I look very red at the minute. I look very, very red. Why is that? I don't know. Never mind. But Dave, great to see you, mate. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, it is a real test for us. Villa, the informed team at the minute, but beatable. They've made some changes to their team as well. I have to say, Watkins on the bench, Mallon's up front for them. I think Buendia's also in as well. Rodgers is playing. Buendia's playing. I think Buendia up against Caicedo and Enzo, they can snuff him out, keep the ball away from Rodgers, and Chelsea play front foot attacking football, and we're going to win this game. But we need to play front foot again. So I'm back, as I say, for the first time in a long, long time. And just want to say that this commentary and hopefully the result today is dedicated to my dad, who sadly passed in the beginning of November. So that was my last video. That's why I've not been on the channel. It's linked in the description below. If you've not seen that, that's why I've not been about. So I appreciate every single one of you tuning in. So this particular live match commentary, it's the first in a long time. But this is ball-by-ball commentary. If you've never seen it before, it's ball-by-ball coverage. It's not a watch-along. It's ball-by-ball coverage. And, yeah. So hopefully you will enjoy it. So get involved in the chat. Come and say hello. Drop a like on it for me. And hopefully we get the right result. But one thing I will say, we can't have a performance where we're hot and cold from one half to the other. We've got to be on it, up for it, front foot, and we got to play the way we all know we can play. That's probably a bit. That's a bit better. I'm not as red now. Thank Christ. Looks a little bit dodgy, didn't I? Anyway, like I say, I've been away for a little bit. Ball by ball coverage is if you're listening to it on the radio, where they describe what's happening, literally what's happening in the game from one pass to another. That is what you get on this particular channel and this particular commentary. It's not a watch along where people sit and go, "Oh, we've had a chance there. Oh, what a goal!" Blah blah blah. I'm actually going to describe it to you. So, yeah, that's what's happening. Hopefully you enjoy it. If you've never seen it before, stay tuned, stick around, give it the first 5 minutes, see if you like it. If you do, great. If you don't, no problem. But this is what we do on my channel, and hopefully you'll enjoy it. But yeah, massive game this today. We need a win. 100% need a win. Let's look at the table while I'm here. So the Premier League table, as it stands, looks like... Hold on. Table as it is. Oh, hold on. Do me brightness. Right, Arsenal top on 42 points. Man City second in 40 points. Aston Villa are 36 points in third. Liverpool are up to fourth with a win today against Wolves. They're on fourth with 32 points. And Chelsea are fifth on 29, same as Man United on 29, but they've played an extra game. We've got a far superior goal difference to Man United, to Liverpool, and to Villa. +3 on Villa and +8 on United and Liverpool. So if we win today, we go back up to fourth place on 32 points. We'll be 4 points beyond Villa, and we'll be 8 points behind the league leaders, Arsenal. Anyway, Jeff, how are you, mate, from the US? Good morning. Hopefully you'll enjoy this one. Thanks for joining. Appreciate it. But yeah, so like I say, we need a win today. We don't win this game, Liverpool are above us in fourth, and look at the shit season they've had. But Joe Scottish, how are you, mate? Appreciate it. Thanks for joining. Thanks for the description as well. Appreciate it. People will find out when the game starts anyway, won't they? That's the thing. So, yeah, like I say, this would be a good game, hopefully. Entertaining game. Chelsea can't start slow. We can't have another performance like we did in the first half against Newcastle. And that really riled me up, the Newcastle game, I have to say. And the reason being is because they just got beaten by Sunderland. You knew they were going to react in front of their own fans and you know, they're something to prove. They're going to come out all guns blazing. We didn't prepare for that. We didn't just cope with that. We just struggled with it. And it bugged the life out of me. Anyway, Jeff Gann, how are you, mate? So prediction will be, I'm going to go Chelsea win by 2. 2-0, 3-1, 4-2. We'll win by 2. So results today, Forest 1, Man City 2, Arsenal 2, Brighton 1, Brentford 4, Bournemouth 1, Burnley 0, Everton 0, Liverpool 2, Wolves 1, West Ham 0, Fulham 1. Some big results there today. Brentford in particular, 4-1 at home against Bournemouth, and Fulham going to West Ham, struggling West Ham, and Fulham nick a late goal, I should say. Some big results for them. And big results at the top of the table. Liverpool 1, Man City 1, Arsenal 1. Aston Villa, we're looking to make it 11 on the bounce if they beat Chelsea today, but we got to stop that. And we got to make sure we win this game and we go back up to fourth place, 4 points beyond Villa. Can't afford to lose this game. We lose this game with 7 points beyond Villa and they'll be in third. Can't do that. We need to make sure that we're on it. We're up for it. And yeah, let's start well. Let's get the right result. And let's go into the weekend. And the busy fixtures coming up as well, midweek, and obviously next weekend, Man City. Martin, how are you, mate? Thanks for joining. Good to see you in. Appreciate it. As always. Do you think we'll ever get to see Reece James of previous seasons go up and down the wing, contribute to goals and assists from right wing back? Hopefully today. He's back playing right back. Hopefully we'll see today. Fingers crossed. Honestly, by the way, the amount of people that have sold themselves out to adverts on TV for food companies, my God. Just seen the Allardyce, what's his name? Pulis and Pardew one for Just Eat. Deary me. Oh no, Uber Eats, that was it. Right, players in the tunnel, about to come out. Steve Sidwell's in the Sky Sports studio, unbeaten in all 15 Premier League appearances for Chelsea in the season 2007-2008. That's a record, 15 appearances. Len, hello, mate. How are you? Thanks for coming. Thanks for joining. Good to see you in. Thank you. So, both teams in the tunnel. Villa, led by John McGinn. Chelsea by Reece James, waiting to come out. So, John McGinn and the referee and Reece James having a little bit of a discussion in the tunnel. Everyone's ready to go. Come on, Chelsea. Deliver the right performance. Give us the right result. Right. Still waiting to come out. Now, I'm watching it on the Sky Sports app, people, so no spoilers in chat. So players come out. Yep. Watching it on the app. 1 minute delay. Make sure there's no spoilers in chat, people. I would really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Yeah, some changes in their team. So players now exchanging handshakes. Chelsea team, as we all know, led by Enzo Maresca, heavily linked with a move away. Let's see what happens. In goal, Robert Sanchez. Done all right, Robert Sanchez. Has his moments, but overall he's done all right. Back four, Reece James reverts to right back next to Trevor Chalobah, Badiashile, who's the surprise inclusion for me, and Cucurella at left back. So Badiashile is next to Chalobah. Midfield two reverts to type. Enzo Fernandez and Moises Caicedo in the middle of midfield. Three and behind the striker, Pedro Neto on the right, Cole Palmer as the number 10 through the middle, and Alejandro Garnacho on the left-hand side. Up front, João Pedro. Strong team. On the bench, Jorgensen, Tosin, Delap, Gittin, Santos, Gusto, Fofana, Achapong, and Esteval. Aston Villa. Unai Emery. Done a good job there, you have to say. In goal, Martinez. Emiliano and Martinez in goal. Back four, Matty Cash, Ezri Konsa, Victor Lindelof and Ian Matson. Returns to Chelsea for the first time. Kamara and Tielemans, middle of midfield. Same formation, like for like. Three and behind the striker, McGinn, Buendia and Rodgers. Up front, surprising inclusion, I have to say, Daniel Marlon up front. So Aston Villa's bench, Bizzo, Watkins, Digne, Garcia, Sancho, Jimo, Aloba, Onana, Bagada and Hemmings. Jadon Sancho. Can't get a game. Couldn't get one at our place. What does that tell you? Or United. Anyway, so Chelsea players in a huddle, going through last minute gin up from the skipper. Reece James, 2 goals, 5 assists for Chelsea this season. Hopefully that increases. The assists at least today. Back at right back. Up against Morgan Rogers. That'll be interesting. Morgan Rogers, 6 goals in the last 6 Premier League appearances. There's only one cold celebration. It's not his. It's the main man, Cole Palmer. So we're about to get underway. Chelsea kicking towards the shed end. Villa towards Matthew Harding. Villa going to kick us off. Marlon on the halfway line with Tielemans, it looks like. He leaves it for Tielemans to do it. And he does. So Tielemans goes back to Martinez in goal. Out of his feet, outside of his own box, launches one. Flicked on by Rogers. First attempt from Badiashile, does well against Marlon. Helped out by Casido, and Chelsea thumped the ball away to halfway. Lumped up in the air by Konza. Cucurella's underneath it. Heads it up to halfway. Cash heads it back over the head of Badiashile. Being chased by Marlon. Back to the goalkeeper. First time left-footed, drills it up to halfway. João Pedro with Konza being held. Nothing's been given. Their clearance comes to Casido, finds Reece James. First time for Neto. Picks up the ball 10 yards inside Villa's half, and he's up the line. He's going up against Maatsen, but he holds it up. Inside to James, back out to Neto, but overplays it. Neto didn't expect it. It's gone out of play for a Villa throw-in. Level the edge of their penalty box, 18 yards out. But it's a positive start for Chelsea, getting hold of the ball, knocking it about a little bit, trying to at least. So Maatsen couldn't make it at the bridge, unfortunately. Long throw up the line, flicked on by, I think it's Rogers, and Badiashile gets across and clears it away from Marlon, who's chasing him down. Another throw into Villa. This time 10 yards inside their own half. Again, looking for Rogers. Held away by Chalobah this time. Head tennis. Back inside our half. James heads it down to Neto. He takes the pace out of the ball and heads it back to Chalobah, who goes back to Sanchez. Been shut down, Sanchez. Get rid of it. And he does last minute. Left-footed high. Pedro, can he get there? He does. He flicks it down to Cole Palmer, who tries to get the ball away from Tielemans. He has. First time out to Neto. 30 yards from goal, Neto. Right-hand side. Holds the ball up under pressure from 2 Villa defenders to James. Inside to Cole Palmer. Holds it up. James. Villa standing off him. Casido. Little dink ball over the top to Cole Palmer. Brings it down. Edge of the box. Cole Palmer on the volley. Left-footed. Slices it. And the ball's gone out wide. About 5 yards wide from what I can see. Good play there. James into Casido. Little dink ball over the top. Beat Tielemans. Couldn't get there. Palmer brought it down. Left foot. Swinger. The ball is always gliding away from goal and goes 5 yards wide. Nice little interchange for Casido and Palmer there. Tielemans was caught and ends up. Couldn't get there. Anyway, Villa goal kick taken short. Maatsen. Level his own penalty box. Edge of it, up the line. Chalobah wins it. Neto heads inside to Nobly, unfortunately. Vinny break down. Kamara looking for Morgan Rogers. Chelsea get a foot in. It's a bit bitty at the minute. Badiashile steps in halfway and goes all the way back to Sanchez. Sanchez, foot on the ball, edge of his own box, plays it out to Badiashile. Villa are pushed up, but not really pressing. They're just allowing Badiashile to step forward the ball towards the halfway line, or the centre circle at least. Stops and goes square to Chalobah. Chalobah's on the right-hand side of the two. Badiashile left footer. Going to give it out to Cucurella, is he? No, he's holding on to the ball. Back across to Chalobah. Chalobah looking for a first-time ball. He plays it wide right. Neto hugging that byline like he normally does. The ball's not come left-hand side at all yet. 3 minutes into the game. We've got an opportunity now, but Badiashile stops again. Goes back to the right-hand side here. Back out to Neto hugging the byline. As he does that, Villa shuffle across the Bendia and Neto's gone past him. Up the line, Neto takes him on. Then holds it up, feeds it back to James. First time ball in, headed away. Edge of the box, Cucurella takes a touch and gives it to Garnacho. Freshly bleached Garnacho holds the ball up, plays it inside. Badiashile back towards our own half now. Chalobah back out wide right to Neto. He's going to be the ball up the line to Paul Palmer. He's got some space. João Pedro's looking for the ball inside. Palmer tries to pull it to the edge, looking for Enzo, but Villa step in and get the ball away with a deflection. Comes to Morgan Rogers. He's in behind James, running forward. James gets in and does well. Puts a hand on the shoulder, steps in, takes it off him brilliantly well. Neto looking for Casinos, played it short. Buendia wins it. Kamara, he loses possession. Neto trying to get it. He loses possession. Tielemans into Rogers. He loses possession. Someone get hold of this football. In the end, João Pedro does and plays it wide left to Cucurella. Cucurella up the line, Garnacho. Level the edge of the penalty box, Garnacho driving forward, inside now. Feeble cross. Cross is awful. Grass cutter, easy for Villa to defend. And then Tielemans, long ball over the top looking for Marlon's run. And Badiashile watches it come down, half clears it, but it comes to Rogers. They're 2-on-2. Rogers, edge of the penalty box. Badiashile standing him on the outside. Holds him up and gets the foot in and does well, Badiashile. Fair play to him. Does well, Chelsea. Enzo finds Cole Palmer, dropped into the right-hand side, over halfway. Neto to his right is the only option. He holds it up and waits, Cole Palmer. Now gives it to Neto. Pedro Neto, back to Cole Palmer. Halfway inside their half. Right out on the byline on the far side by the West Stand. James, Chalobah, Badiashile, halfway line now. And he plays the ball 20 yards forward to Garnacho. Up against Matty Cash, Garnacho. Up to the edge of their penalty box. Then holds the ball up, trying to play a 1-2 with Esto. Esteval's not even playing. Enzo Fernandez. Deflected away, Cucurella, Badiashile, James. João Pedro trying to link up with Cole Palmer. Bit of a mix-up, but steps in to win the ball back from Villa. Well done. Pinned in Villa at the minute. Badiashile out to Garnacho. Take him on. Edge of the penalty box. Garnacho back on his right foot. Cross comes in, back post. Pedro Neto's there. Headed away by Maatsen. Gets the ball away. And then Buendia, Tielemans. And then Maatsen. But Reece James gets back, gets beyond him, and goes back to the goalkeeper. Well covered, Reece James. Maatsen was on his bike and he was up the line, and he would have been gone if it wasn't for Reece James. Badiashile to Cucurella. Cucurella now. Inside. Casido, centre circle. Acres of space. Wide right to Reece James. James holds it up on the halfway line, then goes back inside 10 yards to Chalobah. He goes square 10 yards to Badiashile. Enzo, Garnacho. Fighting up straight away by Matty Cash. Not giving any space. So back to Enzo. Badiashile just inside of our half now. Chalobah. Chelsea quite happy to move it from side to side. Now Enzo Fernandez dropped in, so give him the ball and he's got it. Just over halfway. Left-hand side of centre. He goes square to Reece James. Ozzy, how are you, mate? Chalobah out to Pedro Neto. Halfway inside their half. Little ball inside to Cole Palmer. Tries to beat one challenge, but he can't. And he comes out to consider. Good ball up the line. Neto's free. Holds it up by the byline. Back to Cole Palmer. Front up by Buendia. Palmer plays a ball cross near post. No one's there. They clear it away for a throw-in to Chelsea. 30 yards, 35 yards from goal. Palmer gets it back from James. Inside to Casido. Casido out to Reece James. He's got some space. Cross comes in towards the back post. Garnacho over his head. Over everyone, unfortunately. Just overplayed it, James. Loads of space. Chelsea are working the space well at the minute. I have to say, they're doing it really well, Chelsea. Working that space. Anyway, it's good so far. Maresca's doing a touchline ban today. He's in the stands. Anyway, back to the game. Cash with a throw-in. Up to Buendia. Holds the ball up. Finds Kamara. Casido goes in to win it. Catches him. Casido slides in. Catches him. Villa going mad for it. I don't think it's a booking. He goes for the ball, Casido. If anything, Kamara hits his feet. He kicks his feet and he knows his challenge is coming. So he leaves his feet there. Well, no, it's a different angle. It's a foul. Definite foul. Anyway, first one for Casido. So he's beyond the referee's hit list. Anyway, free kick to Villa. 30 yards from goal. Inside our own half. Right inside the centre. Konza to Lindelof. Out to Maatsen. 10 yards. Still inside their own half here, Villa. Going backwards. Maatsen. Martinez. Penalty spot. Shut down by João Pedro. Rolls a little ball out to McGinn. Fighting up by Casido. And he just falls over McGinn. Casido put his hands on him. Didn't push him. He just fell over McGinn. He does it all the time, John McGinn. Watch him when he plays. Someone touches his back and he just falls over. He's a new Jack Grealish. Anyway, Martinez has got the goal kick. They took the free kick back to Martinez. He's in the semicircle inside, just outside his box. Long ball over the top looking for Marlon in behind, but he can't get there because Chalobah's come across. Read it, headed it straight back to Sanchez. He rolls it out by his penalty spot to Badiashile, who steps out from his penalty box, left-hand side of centre. Walking with the ball at his feet. Villa are not pressing at all. Now they are, as the ball's played to Chalobah. Rodgers is after him. Back to Sanchez. Now Villa trigger their press and 5 players go to swarm Chelsea. Comes to Cucurella, Badiashile. Get rid of it, Sanchez. Get rid of it. Sanchez has got some space now. Villa are now backing off. Chelsea did well with that. Just went from one side to the other as Villa then moved across as a unit and then back to the goalkeeper, and they decided to give up. And with that, Chelsea come to Badiashile. His left-hand side, left-back position. He's up the halfway line and plays it 15 yards forward to Cucurella. He's got João Pedro making a run beyond him. Garnacho takes the ball off him. He says, give it to me. But he's held up by Kamara. Has to go back to Badiashile halfway line. Chalobah, literally centre circle, plays it left-hand side to Enzo Fernandez, looking for an out ball, and Pedro Neto's got acres on the right-hand side. Chalobah spotted it. Ball over the top to Pedro Neto, but Maatsen gets back to head it away, but can only find Cole Palmer. Palmer out on the right-hand side, right out on the wing now, fouled by Buendia, right in front of the linesman. Free kick to Chelsea, 10 yards from the byline. Buendia's moaning about it, but Palmer got his body in the way. I don't think it was a free kick. I think Palmer made the most of it, but we got a free kick anyway. Right, free kick to Chelsea. It's literally 10 yards from the corner flag. It's right out on the byline. Neto's there to take it. Reece James is coming over as well. Chalobah's there. Chalobah, Badiashile. Chalobah and Matty Cash having armies at the minute. Enzo's there. João Pedro, Cucurella. Cross comes in. Poor. Can't beat the first man. Villa get the ball away at its second attempt. And it trickles up to 5 yards inside their own half for a throw into Chelsea. Taken quickly by James to Chalobah, who's rushed back to get hold of the ball. Casino halfway line, looking for a ball over the top. Holds it up and goes left-hand side to Enzo Fernandez. Left-hand side of centre. Halfway inside their half now. Casino looking for that ball over to Pedro Neto. Overplays it. Neto stopped his run. Casino put his head down, didn't see him stop and played the ball over to nobody. Chelsea started off all right compared to last week. Pinning Villa back at the minute. Do not underestimate this Villa team. You've got to go some to win 10 games on the spin. Anyway, far up the line from Maatsen. Rodgers tries to flick it onto Nobly. Casilla comes across and covers it in front of Marlon. Takes the ball inside his own half, stops and puts his foot on it and plays the ball over the top looking for Neto. Maatsen's read it. Trying to get the ball away between him and Buendia. And then Cole Palmer steps in to win it and does. Pedro Neto picks up the loose ball. Goes back to Chalobah. Just inside their half. Badiashile. Literally centre circle. To the right of it is Chalobah. Badiashile. Halfway line. Little dink ball over the top. Good ball here to Pedro Neto. Chests it down. Little edge of their penalty box. One touch out. Trying to get across him. Blocked by Maatsen. Neto's holding him up, but Maatsen does well against him. And Villa break with Kamara up to halfway inside of our half. And there's a ball over looking for the runner. And Chelsea were quick to shut it down, and we did. Halfway line, Enzo Fernandez did well with Garnacho. Ball over the top left-hand side, Garnacho's got it. He's got Cucurella outside of him. Garnacho ignores him, goes to the byline. Garnacho holds it up, back to Cucurella. Cross comes in. Held up in the air by Konza, near post. Then Villa bring it down edge of the box, but Cucurella steps in front of Rodgers. Does well to win it and goes back to Chalobah. Villa can't get out at the minute. But Chelsea need to score, need to have something to show for this period of dominance. Badiashile, another left-footed swinger out to Pedro Neto, but Buendia's got in to help out. Maatsen plays it down to Tielemans, up to McGinn, back to goal. Halfway line, he's forced backwards to Lindelof, to Konza, Kamara, and back to the goalkeeper. Pedro Garnacho, edge of the box, shutting the keeper down. Plays a little side football out to Matty Cash. First touch, out of his feet. up to Rodgers against Badiashile. And Badiashile's done well to hold him up. And then Cucurella goes in with a challenge. Then Rodgers pushes Cucurella to the floor. The ball was stuck between the feet of Rodgers and Badiashile, and Cucurella's has gone flying in and just kicked both of them. Kicked through the ball to Rodgers. Rodgers didn't like it, so stood up to Cucurella and just pushed him down to the floor. He's going to get booked for it, surely. Referee's having a word with him. I don't think he's booking him either. The ball gets stuck between the two. Yeah, Badiashile Cucurella just goes in, and Rodgers just pushed him to the floor. And Casido goes in to have a word. Anyway, nothing's come of it apart from a Chelsea free kick. Just inside their half, we go back inside centre circle to Casido, Enzo, Badiashile, Cucurella, Garnacho, shut down by Matty Cash straight away. He tries to lay the ball off. Cash has put him on the floor. Nothing's given. Chelsea throw in right in front of the benches. Taken backwards to Badiashile. And he goes first time right-footed back to Sanchez. Edge of his own penalty box, Sanchez. Out to Chalobah. Right inside the centre. Strolls up. Halfway inside in our own half side. Little 10-yard ball to James, but he's pressed by Wendia. So back to Chalobah, back to James. He's pressed again, so back to Sanchez. Chelsea, both the players, Chalobah and James, asking for someone to drop in. Anyway, Sanchez tried to play a long ball over the top to João Pedro in behind. Villa win it. Try to come forward to halfway, and Chelsea step in and win it back. Casido, halfway line. Plays the ball out to Pedro Neto. He's a danger man. Neto, right-hand side. Up against two defenders, that holds the ball up and goes back inside to James. Little dink ball to Casido. Little triangles, Chelsea, through Villa, but going backwards towards halfway, top of the centre circle inside their half. Chalobah, again out to Pedro Neto. Again holding the byline. And again, he's got some space. But Buendia gets across. He gets back and gets across with Maatsen. And Neto thinks twice. Chalobah, Casido, Chalobah, get rid. James, under pressure, forced back inside our own half here, Chelsea. Not going anywhere. Back to Sanchez. Sanchez trying to direct people, moving about. Plays it into the feet of Chalobah. Kamara goes up his arse, back to Sanchez. Sanchez, out to Chalobah. Back to Sanchez. He's now being pressed into Enzo Fernandez. Plays a great ball over the top to Reece James over the Villa defenders. And James inside their own half. Tries to play a ball to João Pedro, but overplays it and Villa win it. And Villa give it straight to Chalobah. Casido halfway line, picks it up, gives it to Palmer, who can turn. Palmer driving forward, beyond one, beyond two, beyond three, Palmer. Out to Garnacho, back to Enzo, edge of the box. Enzo Fernandez. Oh, dearie me, what a move, and he's put it 2 yards wide. Brilliant from Cole Palmer, brilliant from Casido. Casido gets that ball into Cole Palmer, who turns, and he's away from Tielemans. He's away from Kamara, into the edge of the penalty box. Just inside it, out to Garnacho. He sees Enzo Fernandez, edge of the box. He takes one touch out from under his body, and he opens his body up to curl to the far post, and it goes just wide. But that all come about from an inch-perfect quick ball from Casido, the turn from Palmer, and Villa are in trouble. Anyway, they played a long ball from the goal kick, nearly in. Rodgers is beating James at the minute to head it, and he's hitting it inside, and they're getting people like bodies up to match him. But in that way, we stepped in and won it off him, and Chelsea got the ball back with Badiashile. Under pressure from Marlon, goes back to Sanchez. In the D just outside his penalty box. Gives it to Badiashile. Badiashile now goes square to Chalobah. He's halfway inside his own half here. Chalobah. And he goes back inside to Badiashile. Villa are pushed up but not pressing. Chalobah now. First time ball out to Pedro Neto. Just over halfway and he's driving forward now. Go, Neto, go. Up against, again, Buendia's trying to get there. He goes beyond Maatsen. Good ball from, great ball. Great ball from Pedro Neto. And Villa clear it from like 2 yards from outside their box. And someone from Villa's down. I think it's Matty Cash is down. Out to Garnacho. Cucurella inside the penalty box. Barred off the ball by John McGinn. John McGinn's having little afters with Cucurella. But Matty Cash with a great header at the back post. Chelsea with two players on him. You can see Matty Cash saying referee, but Pedro Neto puts it on the plate. Great ball. Enzo goes. Enzo Fernandez hadn't touched him, and Matty Cash gone down on the back of his head. There was nothing from Enzo Fernandez on him at all, but good play from Chelsea. It's been all Chelsea for 19 minutes, but we got nothing to show for it yet. And this is the danger in the Premier League. They're showing Donyell Marlon up front for Villa today. He's had one touch of the ball in his own half in the whole 19 minutes of the game so far. I'll have Ollie Watkins all day long. I'll have Ollie Watkins at Chelsea. You give me Ollie Watkins, I'll buy him straight away. The guy's a grafter. He's a runner. He runs the channels. Got loads of energy. Good finisher. I don't rate Marlon, I have to say. Anyway, it does us a favour because he's playing. You'll be pleased to know Matty Cash is fine. Anyway, Sanchez takes the goal kick out, left-hand side to Lindelof. Edge of his own penalty box. He's driving forward now, up towards halfway. Ball inside, given straight to Casido. Ball left-hand side, Garnacho. Garnacho, left-hand side of the semicircle. Tries to play a ball over the top. It comes out to Casido on the volley, blocked. Comes to Cole Palmer. Palmer tries to get a shot away. Blocked. Garnacho, left-hand side of the penalty box. Edge of it. Plays the ball inside to Enzo Fernandez. Cole Palmer. We're trying to play it through them. We've got players all around us. Anyway, they try and play it out to Morgan Rogers. Cucurella comes forward. And now the referee's blown up for something. There was a foul somewhere. But Chelsea literally line up on the edge of the penalty box, across it, and we're trying to play through 5-yard balls. And as you're doing it, Villa defenders are just stepping out. They're having a go at Enzo Fernandez here for something. Enzo just to diss the referee saying it was a barge, shoulder barge, nothing else. The referee's, to be fair, the referee's just talking to him. He's not actually booking him. He's just talking to him about it, discussing it with him, which is a good way to ref. What is he having a go at? Buendia. Buendia goes flying. He just dives as if he's hit by a sniper. Ridiculous. Ridiculous from Buendia, honestly. The result of that is a free kick to Villa. 10 yards outside their own half here. Come on, Enzo. You had a big moment. You should have scored, but keep going. You're doing all right so far. So Martinez to take it. He's actually moved it back. It's just outside the D, outside his own penalty box, dead centre. And he launches it up over the top, down the middle. Marlon against Badiashile. Actually wins it off Badiashile, but Reece James steps in and gets the foot in, and then Badiashile heads it away. Gets it to Casino. Cole Palmer up to João Pedro. He's got nothing from Lindelof and Konza so far in this game. Villa win it. McGinn over halfway, inside of our half now. Driving forward, edge of our box. Rogers, ball over the top. There's a runner. It's Buendia, and he launches it. He's literally 6-yard box. And he just launches it to the back post. Anyway, Chelsea got rid of it. Palmer into Enzo Fernandez. Enzo, Badiashile, Cucurella. Cucurella up the line, Garnacho. Take him on, up against Matty Cash, one-on-one. Garnacho goes on the outside, pulls it square. He's looking for a ball back by the penalty spot, but no one was there. And Villa can bring it out with Tielemans. Tielemans, right-footed, outside of the right foot, looking for Rogers. Well done, Chalobah. Chalobah gets back in. Rogers looks knackered. Looks like he's got no legs on him. Chalobah, he had 5 yards on Chalobah. Chalobah got back there and won it and gone back straight to Sanchez, and we bring it straight out. He went to Casino, to Enzo Fernandez. Wide right now is Pedro Neto. Neto holds the ball up for some reason. I don't know why. Get up the line with it. Get up the line and take him on. Anyway, it's gone back to Chalobah. Inside our own half here. Casino halfway line. Back to Chalobah. Just inside of our half. Right inside of the centre circle to Badiashile left-hand side. And he plays it outside to Garnacho with Matty Cash. And Garnacho's first instinct is go forward. Step over. Holds it up. Back to Cucurella. Halfway inside their half. Left-hand side. Inside to Badiashile. Towards the centre circle, but out to Casino. For Chalobah out to Pedro Neto. Collects the level of the penalty spot on the right-hand side. Neto on his left foot. Cross comes in. It's poor. João Pedro steps in front of Martinez. Martinez with a good save. Pedro picks the ball up on the byline. Cross comes in. Headed away by Villa. Buendia mucking about with the ball in his own penalty box. And then, unlucky, João Pedro nicks it off for Lindelof. Tries to keep it in play, but he can't. But good ball, to be fair. Neto, João Pedro gambled. got a slight touch to it. And it come off, I think, Martinez's face. Unlucky, João Pedro, but good move, good run. He did. It come off Martinez's face, right on his chops. Unlucky. Unlucky, though. Good move from Chelsea, to be fair, and good movement from João Pedro. Anyway, Villa goal kick, taken short. Martinez. Launch up to halfway. Badiashile against Marlon. Marlon wins it, heads it straight to Casido. Brings it down, gives it to Cucurella, left-hand side, left-back position, halfway line. 10-yard ball inside to Enzo Fernandez. He has to go back inside of our half to Badiashile. Left-hand side of the centre circle, out to Chalobah, who's shut down by Rodgers. He has to go out to Pedro Neto. Inside to James, holds it up. Sees Tielemans coming and goes back to Chalobah. Badiashile, Enzo Fernandez drops in, says, give me the ball. Gives it to him. But he's got no option at the minute, so back to Chalobah. Villa are defending narrow. Enzo Fernandez, swing it out to Pedro Neto. He doesn't. He goes square to Chalobah. Now Chalobah goes to Neto, halfway inside of our half. But as soon as he does that, Maatsen telegraphs it and goes out to Neto and forces him backwards. The ball's got to be earlier. It's too slow. Badiashile, we're inside our own half here. Villa are pressing us and pushing us out. Chalobah trying to find a ball line to Pedro Neto. He can just about do it, but Maatsen's got in front of him, got the ball away. Tielemans, Maatsen, edge of his own penalty box. Fires the ball straight to Casido. Halfway inside their half. Good ball left-hand side to Garnacho. Edge of the penalty box, Garnacho. Chests it down. Comes inside, but overplays the touch. It comes out. Someone's gone down. I think it was Kamara. It comes into the box to Reece James. One more. Pedro Neto, right inside the penalty box. Tries to pull it back towards the penalty spot. And Yuri Tielemans steps in to win it off him and launches it up the line. Looking for Marlon, who can't get there. So Badiashile wins it. Casido. Pressure still on Villa. Inside their half, halfway. Badiashile, he found himself in that position for one of the ball back. Chalobah, Casido, James, Badiashile, good ball out Pedro Neto. Got 5 yards of space on the byline. 25 from goal. Forced backwards to Badiashile. Chalobah. 75% possession, Chelsea. Cucurella inside Casido to Cole Palmer. Space. Palmer looking for an out ball. Hasn't got one. Tries to hold it up, but loses possession on the edge of the penalty box. Tielemans a 1-2. It comes out to Villa looking for the ball over the top to Rodgers. Someone's gone down. Who's gone down? Buendia's gone down again, believe it or not. I think he tripped over a twig or something. 75% possession from Chelsea so far. All over them, but nothing to show for it. Big chance with Enzo Fernandez. The ball went just wide from a good move. Anyway, free kick to Villa. Bottom of the centre circle. Tielemans to take it. They're all puffing Villa. They're all blowing out their arses at the minute. Goes to Kamara. Kamara. Back to Lindelof. Left-hand side of centre. Halfway inside his own half here. And goes back to the goalkeeper. He's outside the D edge of his penalty box. Puts his foot on the ball. Chelsea moving up. Not pressing, but just pushed up. Martinez, ball over the top. Looking for Maatsen in behind Neto. But Neto's won it. Gives it to Chalobah. Steps away from he's been tripped up by Maatsen. Well done, Chalobah. He had no option, but just took the ball away from him. And Chelsea take it quickly out to Pedro Neto. 30 yards from goal. Comes inside on his left foot. Gives it to Casido. Shut down by Kamara straight away. Back to James. Back to Chalobah. We're out left-hand side, Garnacho. 25 from goal. Up against Matty Cash. Step over. Is he going to go on the outside? No. He holds it up, goes inside. Enzo Fernandez. Garnacho. Back to Badiashile. Badiashile. Chalobah, top of the centre circle, inside Villa's half. Goes square to Badiashile again. Just walking pace at the minute. We're doing all right. We're doing all right, man. On that, we're doing well. Just haven't got a goal for it at the minute. All over him. Chelsea not getting around the back four at the minute on the halfway line. Now it goes out to Pedro Neto, and again he's held up. Ball inside to James. To Chalobah, Badiashile, looking for an out ball, and he's got a Garnacho. Will he take Cash on this time? He does. Goes on the outside. Loose touch from him, though. Matty Cash flies into a challenge when Garnacho's lost possession of the ball. Garnacho's down onto his right foot. Cash flew into the challenge, to be fair. He's being booked. He's got a word of advice from Cucurella. John McGinn's doing his pieces because Cucurella's got Matty Cash booked. To be fair, Garnacho went up the line and he did one of these little step overs and he lost the possession of the ball. To be fair, he's brought it back onto his right foot. And with that, because he lost possession, Cash thought he can get it. He's dived in and he's caught Garnacho. It's a free kick all day long. So Chelsea got a free kick in a dangerous position. We're probably about 12 yards from goal, right out on the left-hand side byline. Neto with his left foot's over it. Reece James with his right foot's over it. I'd say it's a bit more than 12 yards. It's probably about 13, 14 yards. Anyway, Villa defending the 6-yard box. James takes it quickly out to Cole Palmer, edge of the penalty box. He's got a loose touch. Casido back out to James, brings the ball down, Reece James. Keller just lifts it up in the air. Villa, dearie me. Who was that? Badiashile. It was poor, honestly. The free kick they got rid of it. It come back out to Reece James, and James launched it, but it was towards the edge of the box, not in the box. Villa held it up in the air, and Badiashile, who's back to goal, was tried to volley it over his head, and he's put it 5 plus 20 yards wide, 25 yards wide. Anyway, goal kick to Villa. Martinez launched it out to Matty Cash in the byline. He scoops it up in the air towards halfway. Badiashile wins it. Enzo Fernandez is there before Kamara and heads it down to Cucurella. João Pedro tries to flick it round the corner up against Konza, but got nothing from him and had gone out of play for a Villa throw-in inside their own half here. Deep inside their own half. Chelsea need a goal. All over them, dominated for 31 minutes, got nothing to show for it. Sanchez is just a bystander in the game at the minute. Remember, Villa have won 10 games on the bounce. Full of confidence here. Matty Cash up to Rodgers. Holds the ball up on halfway. Goes down on a challenge from Garnacho and Cucurella. Garnacho does really well under pressure from Villa players right at the byline. Loops it backwards towards Chalobah inside our own half to just give us control, and he's done it. Chalobah finds Casido. Ball over the top to Garnacho again. There's the ball. Take him on. Garnacho comes inside, right-footed, looking for João Pedro. He's gone down, João Pedro. Lindelof is telling him, no, just stop diving or whatever. João Pedro is mad for it. He's saying, look at this referee. Will VAR step in? Let's have a look. Lindelof, what does he do there? He's got his arms round him, but what does he do? Oh, nothing. He does absolutely nothing. He sort of goes in a bit of a heap on the floor, sort of falls like this, catches João Pedro, and yeah, VAR have just said, sod off. No chance. Anyway, Villa goal kick taken short again to Martinez. 6-yard box, dead centre, launched it up to halfway. Badiashile beats Marlon, who still hasn't got a touch yet. And Villa head it away, but can only find Casido just inside their box. Their half. He plays it out to Pedro Neto, who's got 10 yards of space. It goes beyond Buendia. And the outside beyond Maatsen. Holds the ball up. Curls it in towards the back post. Over everyone's head. Edge of the box, Casido. Cole Palmer now. Takes control of it. Back to Casido. Away from the Villa pressure. James. Back out to Pedro Neto. Back to James. Cole Palmer. Back to James. Line up Chelsea. Cross comes in. Front post away by Lindelof. Second ball cleared by Villa. Buendia. But Rodgers can't get there. Badiashile covers across. Right over on the far side. Back to Sanchez. Early ball to Casido. Halfway line. Casido. Acres of space. Neto's making a run from out to in. Ignored. Casido. Again, Villa are defending very narrow. 4-4-2 without the ball, Villa. It's gone straight out to Garnacho. Level the edge of the penalty box left-hand side. Up against Matty Cash. Feints to go outside. Inside, Cucurella towards the back post. Neto heads it down. Reece James on the volley. Oh, unlucky. Half volley, unlucky. Good move. Good move. The ball went to the back post. Pedro Neto headed it down towards the edge of the penalty box, just right inside of the D. And Reece James, it doesn't come down quick enough. and he half volleys it into the ground, and it bounces 5 yards wide. Unlucky Reece James. But it's better, though. We're all over him. 7 shots, 1 on target, 76% possession, 22 touches in their box. They got no shots, nothing on target, 3 touches in the opposition box, 24% possession for Villa. Anyway, they've been able to come out from the back. João Pedro's let Lindelof come out from the short goal kick up to halfway. Rodgers finds Buendia, but he's got no out ball. Has to go inside to Tielemans. He's got a ball to McGinn. Shut down on the halfway line by Cucurella. And he plays it wide right looking for Maatsen, but he's covered off by Neto, who plays it into Palmer, who spotted where Neto was going and stepped into space. Palmer holds the ball up. Good ball to Cucurella. Dead centre, 30 yards from goal. Out to Garnacho. Up to the edge of the penalty box. Goes on the outside. Inside again, Garnacho. 2 players up against him. Enzo Fernandez looking for a little dink ball. He was waiting for... Cole Palmer made a run behind João Pedro on the diagonal, looking for Pedro to dummy it. He didn't do it. Villa half clear it. It comes out to Cucurella. Up the line to Garnacho, but overplays it. Matty Cash reads it. Konza up to John McGinn, who just heads it up in the air. Casido's ball all day long, but a loose touch from him. But Reece James does well against Rodgers. Wins it against Morgan Rodgers. Deflection finds Chalobah. Chalobah out to Pedro Neto. Rodgers is blowing it out his arse. He looks knackered. Neto comes inside, 30 yards from goal, into Cole Palmer's feet. 1 more to Fernandez. 1 more to Garnacho, edge of the penalty box. Overlaps Cucurella. Cucurella in the overlap. Tries to put it back to the penalty spot. Corner to Chelsea. Good move from Chelsea. Playing well. Chelsea possession is good. It's real good. I have to say. Got nothing to show for it. And it's what counts on that scoreboard. That's what we need. Playing well, Giuseppe. Playing well so far. Really are. Anyway, corner. Reece James will take it from our left-hand side. Right foot in swinger. João Pedro's back post. Chalobah's on the penalty spot. Others moving into the box now, including Pedro Neto, who went short, has now gone back inside the penalty box. Reece James dinks one towards the near post. It's in! Chelsea have scored! Who scored? Did Reece James score from the corner? Reece James has scored from a corner. Get in! Oh my God. He's curled it towards the near post. There's a melee of a couple of players there. Who's the referee looking at? Let's have a look at this again. So Reece James takes the corner. Near post is Rodgers. Chalobah. It's just gone straight in. So at the near post is Chalobah, Lindelof. The ball bounces down and goes straight in the goal. Martinez is nowhere near. Martinez is rooted to his goal line. He's too busy dealing with Enzo Fernandez. He pushes Enzo Fernandez to the back of the goal. The cross comes in near post. It goes over Chalobah's head. They all miss it. It bounces down, and Martinez can't get there, and he's scored straight from a corner. Brilliant goal. What a goal that is. Reece James even looking at it all going, is that my goal? Brilliant. 1-0 Chelsea. We finally got the goal we deserve. Reece James is standing on the pitch looking at the big scoreboard, the big screen, to see the goal himself. What are they doing now? It's definitely a goal. 100%. Yeah, it is a goal, 100%. Reece James just see it on the big screen. Chelsea get the goal for their dominant performance so far, and that's good. We needed that. So Villa kick off, play it out to McGinn. McGinn goes on the right-hand side here. And then Enzo Fernandez goes with him, and then he falls over, and the referee gives a free kick. Anyway. Reece James is telling Chalobah to get on Morgan Rodgers. Free kick to Villa. They're all pushing on. They're all pushing forward. John McGinn's got to stand 20 yards behind everybody else on the goalkeeper. But Chelsea holding the line 10 yards outside the penalty box. Real high line from Chelsea. It's got to work. It has to work. Villa free kick. Played really deep. João Pedro, well done. He tracks back inside his own corner of his own penalty box and gets the ball away to Kamara. He can only find Pedro Neto over the top to Garnacho. Chelsea breaking forward. Garnacho's loose touch. Pedro Neto again, but another loose touch from him. What a waste from Chelsea. An opportunity there. Blew it, Chelsea. Absolutely blew it. We get another goal. Villa are out of this. They're nowhere this game. 10 games on the spin they've won, and they're nothing at the minute. They can't live with us. Anyway, Chelsea 1 possession back from Villa. Inside our own half here, Chalobah to Casido, penalty centre spot, into Enzo Fernandez. Good ball wide right to Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto up against Maatsen, flicks it back to Reece James, takes one touch out of his feet, cross comes in. Pedro Neto headed, blocked. McGinn, edge of the penalty box, Cooker up against him, takes Cooker up the line. Cucurella's going to get there first, and he does. And then McGinn kicks him, kicks the back of Cucurella's feet. Should get booked for that as well, a dirty bastard. He knew what he was doing. Book him, ref. Book him. Because he's having a word with the referee. He's not having none of it at the minute. McGinn, he defends it, goes up the line. Cucurella covers him off. He literally tries to win it the first time off Cucurella. He can't, and he just kicks him. And he doesn't get a booking for it. Anyway, Chelsea free kicks taken back was the halfway line to Badiashile out to Chalobah. Pedro Neto holds the ball up. Under pressure back to Chalobah. Chalobah back to Sanchez. Villa are non-existent this half. Non-existent. For a team that's won 10 on a spin. Honestly. Anyway, Chalobah goes back to Sanchez. He's 5 yards outside his penalty box, and Enzo Fernandez drops him between two centre-backs. So he's giving the ball. Gives it to him. Tries to play a little ball to Casido, little triangle. They managed to work it. João Pedro, they've done it well. Reece James, they've done it. Pedro's gone down off the ball. Pedro Neto now. Back post, Garnacho. Ball's played, looking for Enzo Fernandez's run. Lindelof volleys it up in the air, heads it out only as far as Cole Palmer, who shoots straight down the goalkeeper's throat, saved by Martinez. Anyway, taking the short out to Konza. Martinez. Palmer shutting him down. João Pedro's up and he's all right. Out to Tielemans, edge of his own penalty box, plays the ball right-hand side. Cucurella's going to get there, and he does, against Matty Cash. 50-50, but both of them went flying in, and it was fair. Clattered each other, both went up in a heap on the floor, but it was fair. But Villa come away with the ball over halfway. Maatsen, left-hand side. Casido wins the ball, wins a good challenge off him, but it deflects out to Marlon. Marlon, inside to Buendia, tries a little nutmeg on Enzo, who wins it off him and finds João Pedro. Ball up the line, but Pedro Neto couldn't keep it in play. The only thing he can do is try and put up the line to nobody. Villa win the ball back again. Halfway line now. Bit of possession for Villa now. Kamara, centre circle, bottom of it, inside his own half. Konza, Kamara, Chelsea, everyone behind the ball. Buendia, back to Kamara. Lindelof, left-hand side of centre, left-hand side of the centre circle. Turns around, goes back to the goalkeeper. Got no option. Martinez, edge of his own penalty box, gives it to Konza, 5 yards to his right. Konza to Kamara. Back to Konza, shut down by Chelsea. Konza moves away from and goes across left-hand side to Lindelof. Lindelof looking for an out ball. Hasn't got one. Back to the goalkeeper. Martinez. They're trying to suck Chelsea in, but Chelsea's not doing it. Chelsea with the box of João Pedro, Garnacho, Enzo and Cole Palmer are not getting sucked in. The ball goes up to McGinn. Casido's up his arse. McGinn goes on the floor. And what's happened here now? He's called Casido over. Oh, they're showing the replay. João Pedro saying they showed the replay of the goal again. It comes off João Pedro's side and goes in. And he's saying to Reece James, mine. Anyway, who cares? A goal's a goal. Anyway, Villa play up to halfway. Out to Matty Cash. Playing the ball forward. Enzo flicks it the wrong way. Well done, Chalobah, covering across. Gets in there. Villa edge of the penalty box. Morgan Rogers shoots over the bar. Enzo Fernandez went down edge of the penalty box under a challenge. He went down. The referee's blown up for the free kick on Enzo Fernandez. It's Rogers. Referee's having a word with Rogers. Reece James is speaking to Rogers and Cucurella. What did he do? So Enzo Fernandez chests the ball down. Oh, it's Buendia kicks him. As Enzo goes to clear it, to volley it away, he catches Buendia, puts his foot up. Anyway, free kick to Chelsea, 5 yards outside the penalty box, right out on the left-hand side of the penalty box. Sanchez to take it. Launches it over halfway, left-hand side. Garnacho won't get it with Matty Cash. Matty Cash falls in a heap on the floor. Says Garnacho pulled him. Just don't put your hands on him, Garnacho. Don't do it. But he did. Free kick to Villa. 2 minutes of added time, first half. Unai Emery's got a problem. I think Marlon will come off at half time for Watkins. And that'll give us a bit of a problem. Anyway, McGinn, back to goal. Halfway inside his own half here to Konza. Shut down by Garnacho. Martinez. Penalty spot. Ball at his feet. 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 touch. Out of the box. And now launches it. Out to his right-hand side. Rogers goes down under Badia Shield. Rogers has been moaning for the last 5 minutes to the referee about everything, about every single free kick. This is what Badia Shield does, and it winds me up. There's no need for Badia Shield to do it. They play a long ball over the top, in the channel. Rogers is underneath it. Badia Shield comes across and just pushes him over. Pushes him over and gives a stupid free kick away for no reason. Why do it? Why do it? It's pointless. He does it all the time, Badia Shield. He gives away the most ridiculous fucking free kicks you'll ever see. Anyway, 46 minutes and 15 seconds gone. We've got 45 seconds of injury time to go. Villa got a free kick on the right-hand side. It's 25, 30 yards from goal. Right-hand side, just outside the width of the penalty box. Chelsea defending the edge of their penalty box now. McGinn, Cash, Konza and somebody else are over it. Too many cooks. McGinn eventually says move away. So McGinn with a left foot curler, aiming for the penalty spot. Sanchez is in a position where he's about to, like an athlete, he's going to go off the gun. McGinn, left foot curler, he's tried to catch Sanchez, unaware, but Sanchez got back in position and won it. Rolls it out to Garnacho. Him and Cucurella have just made a mess of that, and it's gone out of play for a throw-in, and that's it anyway. Half-time. Chelsea won. Aston Villa 0. A goal from a corner, whether it's Reece James or whether it clips João Pedro's side on the way through. Is João Pedro trying to claim it from Reece James? They're all waiting for everyone. All the Chelsea players waiting in a huddle to go off together, which I think is quite a nice little touch. Anyway, Chelsea 1-0 up at half-time. And I have to say, this has been touted as the biggest game in the Premier League this weekend, the most important game in the Premier League this weekend. If anything, this is a 6-pointer. It's a huge 6-pointer as far as the Premier League table goes. If Chelsea win this game today, we go 4 points behind Aston Villa. We're back into 4th above Liverpool, but we'll be 4 points beyond Villa in 3rd. If Villa have an outstanding season, 10 wins on the spin, and we all thought, my God, this game is dodgy. This game is one that we might struggle with, but Chelsea have been the dominant force in this game. And Garnacho and Pedro Neto staying on the byline wide, it's given them a real problem. They're trying to defend narrow. And you got Maatsen and Matty Cash have been the busiest defenders in the whole game because Chelsea are relentless. Every time they get the ball, they're looking to play it out as soon as they can out to Neto or to Garnacho. And both of them, first instinct, which is what I like for my wingers, is to go forward. At times they've come inside as well, which they had to do. But other times they're going beyond them. And Chelsea have done well. But what we're trying to do every single time is when we do get beyond the defender towards the byline, rather than just play it across towards the near post, what we're trying to do is put it back towards the penalty box the penalty spot, sorry, and they're covering it off because they know Enzo's making a late run. Cole Palmer's lingering on the edge of the box, and they're covering it off. But I said Tuesday night, for most of that first half, you can have all the dominant play that you want. You can be the dominant team in that game, but you need something to show for it. And we finally did from a corner on the right-hand side. A Reece James little dink ball towards the near post. A melee of players on that near post. About 5 or 6 of them went up for the header. All missed it. And it did take a little bit of a... It took a little bit of like a curl at the final minute. More than it looked like it would. Maybe it did come off João Pedro, but it went in with Martinez absolutely flapping. Absolutely flapping he was, Martinez. But Aston Villa have been poor, I have to say. So, yeah, Sky will come back, and because you know what Sky are like, their biased coverage. They'll say that Villa have an off day. They won't give us. They'll say Chelsea have been playing well, but Aston Villa have been having an off day. Aston Villa title. They're up for the title, blah blah blah, and all this bleeding nonsense. But yeah, Chelsea got a massive week coming up. We've got this game coming up in midweek. I believe, is it Bournemouth? Did I see Bournemouth? I'm sure it was Bournemouth. Yeah, Bournemouth at home, Tuesday, the 30th. Another massive game. And then Sunday, next Sunday at 5:30, the 4th of Jan, 5:30 on Sky, Man City away, followed by Wednesday, the 7th of Jan, 7:30, Fulham away. Chelsea are on the box the next week, 10 days, with 4 massive games. This one, Bournemouth at home Tuesday, next Sunday, Man City away in the massive game, and then Fulham away. So, huge game, Man City away. Anyway, let's just focus on this game. Let's focus on the next one. Melch, I think you're right, mate. We need another goal, 100%. Let's get a second goal, and I think Villa looked beaten. But it took us too long to get that first goal. Big opportunity in the first half. Don't forget, Enzo Fernandez, a great move from Chelsea. From right to left, got Garnacho, pulled it back edge of the box. The one time we did have someone free on it. Enzo Fernandez takes one touch out of his feet, opens his body up and curls it towards that far post, and the ball goes just wide. But so far, so good for Chelsea. But Badiashiel's got to stop that, giving stupid free kicks away in dangerous positions. Does my head in. So how are you all? How you all doing? Did you have a good Christmas? Hopefully you all did. Hopefully Santa got you everything you wished for. If he didn't, he got you a voucher for it. But, yeah. So let me know. Smash the like button for me. Let me know where you're watching the game from. And I appreciate every single one of you for tuning in. I've got 30 people watching currently. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Like I say, smash the like button for me. Come and say hi. And, yeah, like I say, it's the first live match commentary I've done for a long time. Reason being, you can have a look at the description of this particular video afterwards and have a watch of the video. The video is linked below. But yeah, this is a good game from us so far. They're looking at the corner again now on Sky and the halftime analysis. The ball does take a bit of a turn, I will say. It's curled in by Reece James. And it does divert. Let's have a look. Oh, they're giving it to João Pedro. It comes off his back. So João Pedro, what he's doing, so what happens is, as Reece James goes to take the corner, Enzo Fernandez is on Martinez. As Reece James makes his run to kick the ball, Martinez does this for Fernandez and pushes him back towards, like, inside the goal. As he does that, João Pedro steps back and stands on him. He stands on Martinez. Martinez can't get him out of the way. And as the cross comes in, Martinez then, ridiculously Martinez, for a goalkeeper, it's shocking. He's a tall goalkeeper as well. There's a cluster of players, about 6 players at the near post. 3 of them jump for it. They all miss it. And Martinez is sort of grappling with João Pedro. And then as the ball comes down, João Pedro sort of strong arms him and just moves out of the way and then turns his back and it hits him on the side, where it's his side or his bum or his leg, whatever it is. Martinez just goes like this on the floor. Shocking. Absolutely shocking. No shots at all from Villa. Chelsea, the match stats at half-time. 9 shots, 3 on target from Chelsea. 70% possession overall from Chelsea. Dominant. Villa have been nowhere near on it at all today, Villa. And just hope that stays the same. Let's hope it does. Yeah, so everyone was saying, oh yeah, João Pedro, he's doing this, he's having a laugh with Reece James about who scored the goal. So anyway, it's going down to João Pedro, I believe. Reece James the assist. So for me, no changes. No changes at all. Second half so far. I think Villa might make a couple because they are nowhere. I cannot believe how bad they are. Think of last weekend. Think of all the plaudits that Villa got last weekend. Title contenders, 10 wins on the spin. Absolutely nowhere. So, anyway. Yeah, so come and say hello in chat. Giuseppe, I'm with you, mate. Need an early goal second half, 100%. 100% agree. The chelsdaft pub's open, by the way. Oh, so let's see how we go. I might stay on after the game finishes. We'll probably finish at 8 o'clock tonight. Keep the stream going for after the game. For people to come and say hello and let me know what you thought of the game and our performance. Little beer fridge. Got to have one. Have to have one. So, they do miss Watkins, mate. 100% they miss Watkins. Honestly. I can't believe they didn't start him. Just get my clock back to what it should be. Hold on. Oh, wrong setting. Never mind. So, Dave, they do. Giuseppe, Melch, Martin, thank you very much for your comments. Appreciated, as always. Really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. Is it a TARDIS fridge? It isn't then. No. It's a little one, the little sub-cold one they are. You can get 8 cans, 8 small cans in there, or 6 big ones. No, you can't get 8. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, you can. 8 small cans, yeah, or 6 big ones. They're not too bad. I had a bigger one than that, but when my boy was born, we put it inside the house for stuff like that, so it's in the house. But this is just a little one. It's not too bad. It does the trick. Let's just say that. So what do you guys think of the performance so far compared to last week at Newcastle? First half last week, first half this week. I think you'll find there's a marked difference, a marked improvement. We can hold on and get this result. Today will be a good one. But a long way to go yet. Anything can happen in football. And it normally does. Yeah, I think he will, mate. I think he'll be definitely on the second half, 100%. 100%. Anyway, we await second half. For Chelsea, I just think keep playing the same way. Keep playing the same way. But I made a comment in the first half about Villa look like they're blowing out their arse, and they look like they were. I have to say, Rodgers, he's blown out of his arse. Tielemans the same. But Marlon, my God, he might have scored a couple of goals now and then, but I'm not. I don't get it. I don't get Marlon, I have to say. I'm not sure, Len. I'm not sure, mate. It's Niggle, is it? For final Niggle, didn't he, the other day? Potentially. Anyway, still waiting for the players to come out second half. Oh, it's come off his leg. It come off João Pedro's leg. Sorry about that. Apologies. Right, second half. Yeah, as predicted, Sky are now looking at Ollie Watkins. Just doing the warm up with the rest of the subs at half time. Welcome along from Rwanda. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciated. Yeah, they're looking at Watkins. So Villa come out second half. Is there any change to what they're doing? Let's have a look. To who's playing. I don't think there is. There's no changes for Aston Villa, and I'm surprised at that. 100%. Watkins is still out there with the other subs about to come off the pitch. Chelsea back out for second half. So John McGinn they're showing John McGinn talking to Marlon. And he's saying, are you playing, mate? Are you going to get involved or not? What's your deal? Anyway, Chelsea got options on the bench. Don't forget, Esteval's back. Delap's back. We have options. So Chelsea will be kicking us off second half. Cole Palmer. Chelsea kicking towards Matthew Harding. Second half. Cole Palmer. Going to go back straight to the goalkeeper, of course. That's what everyone does these days. And he does. Cole Palmer back to Sanchez. Edge of his penalty box. Out of his feet. Launch it out to the right-hand side here. João Pedro. Ushered off the ball by Tielemans. Straight through to Martinez. Rolls it to his right-hand side here. Martinez to Konza. Steps outside the edge of his penalty box. Konza. Into Kamara. Challenged from behind by Enzo Fernandez. Brings him down. Referee says free kick. Halfway inside their own half here. Dead centre. Konza to take it. He does. Back to Martinez, strangely enough, in the D outside his own penalty box. Back to Konza. It goes square of him. Konza forwards to McGinn. Holds it up back to Konza by the edge of his penalty box. Cash back to Konza. Garnacho's after him. Kamara to Cash. Plays the ball forward to McGinn. holds off the challenge of Caicedo, but Chelsea crowd them all out, and Enzo Fernandez drives forward and out to the left-hand side. Edge of the penalty box, Garnacho, corner of it, ball to the back post. Pedro Neto can't get there. Oh, what's happened here? What are they claiming for? They're claiming for handball. Handball, Chelsea. A lot of Chelsea players are asking for it. Pedro Neto didn't head it. Let's have a look. The cross comes in towards the back post. Pedro Neto via Maatsen. It hits Maatsen. So Martinez comes out, but as he comes out, he's falling down, and Maatsen sort of does this because he thinks the ball's going to hit him, and it hits Maatsen on his arm and takes it away from Pedro Neto on the back post. That's got to be a penalty. It's got to be a penalty. Is it being looked at or not? No, it's not. They're giving a corner. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Corner to Chelsea. Pedro Neto takes it from the right-hand side. Short. Cole Palmer launches it towards the back post. Headed away by Lindelof. Comes out to Caicedo. Pressed by Marlon. And Caicedo goes back to Sanchez. Should be a penalty. It should be. He took the ball away from Pedro Neto on the back post. Even though he wasn't looking at it, it's still his arm. Anyway. Sanchez to Reece James. Halfway inside our own half here. On the right-hand side. Back to Caicedo. Back to Sanchez. Badiashile holds the ball up. Back to Sanchez. Chelsea saying switch it this side. Chalobah collects it. Chalobah launches it forward high up to João Pedro. He can't get there, and Konza just chests it down, looking for Buendia, but Cucurella steps in and clatters him and wins the ball as well. Referee says no, free kick. Lindelof finds Konza under pressure from Garnacho. Oh my God, it's never a free kick. Never. Never a free kick. In a million years. Just fall over in a heap, Villa. Garnacho was the other side. He turned into where Garnacho was and he went down and the referee's given a free kick. Literally, he went down and Enzo Fernandez is halfway inside their half, driving forward the ball. Referee pulls it back for a free kick and it never was one. Anyway, Villa take it short. Konza to Cash. Back to Konza. Kamara, Cash. Launches it inside, looking for someone. Buendia. Tielemans loses out to Cole Palmer. Well done. Cole Palmer wins it off him. Out to left-hand side, Palmer. Holds it up. Gives it Garnacho. Garnacho back to Cole Palmer. Cucurella to Palmer. Out on the byline, left-hand side. Inside to James. Cucurella and James are playing on the same side at the minute, which is really random for some reason. Anyway, Badiashile swings it out to Pedro Neto on the byline. Brings it down off his chest. What is that now? Didn't go out of play, did it? So now Sky is showing that the graphic points won from losing position the most this season. Aston Villa with 15. Anyway, the throw-in's taken short to Buendia. He swings it out. A long ball lofted high to Matty Cash, but Cucurella gets in front of him and does well to keep it in play up the line to Garnacho. Garnacho, he's got Enzo Fernandez joining him. He's got Palmer and Pedro Neto. Neto now takes them on. Cross comes in. Unlucky near post. No one was there. And then ball played up to Rodgers, met by Chalobah, throwing to Aston Villa on the right-hand side, halfway inside their own half here. Rodgers is doing his nut at his defenders. He's having a go at someone. Anyway, Villa trying to play out. Maatsen loses out to Pedro Neto. Cole Palmer's picked it up. Edge of the penalty box, right-hand side. On his left foot, he tries to play a dink ball in between defenders, but he deflects away. Holds the ball up with Lindelof. Palmer, he's nutmegged Rodgers brilliantly well. No, Buendia. Cole Palmer out to edge of the box to Neto. Neto, Caicedo. Villa swarming around the edge of their penalty box here. Everyone's back behind the ball, working hard defensively. They're organised, Villa, I'll give them that, 100%. And Chelsea have to go back towards their own box and back to the goalkeeper. But Chelsea were dangerous there. Sanchez does well. Play it around the corner, around Rodgers to Chalobah. But Chalobah back to Sanchez. Rodgers chasing him down again. Get rid of it, Sanchez, and he does. And he finds Reece James with a brilliant ball, but James can't bring it down. So throwing into Villa in front of the benches. Maatsen takes it inside to Tielemans. Holds the ball up, Tielemans. Rodgers, 1-2 Buendia. Rodgers shoots from distance and the ball goes 5 yards wide. There's deflection. It's a corner to Aston Villa. It was outside the box, similar to his 2 goals the other day outside the box, deflected away. So Villa got a corner from their left-hand side, our right-hand side, taken by Matty Cash, trying to G up the Villa fans, who've had nothing to show for it so far this game. Defend this well, Chelsea, and get it away. Matty Cash to take it. One arm aloft. Plays it towards the back post. Sanchez comes out, grabs it safely in front of like 3 Villa defenders and gives it out to Cole Palmer on the right-hand side. Palmer's away. Palmer, Neto goes from outside to in. He flicks the ball inside to João Pedro. Back to Cole Palmer, penalty box. Back post, Garnacho can't get there. Unlucky. John McGinn. Cole Palmer, brilliant, and João Pedro, absolutely brilliant. Sanchez was excellent. He caught the ball, 6-yard box. He rushes out to his penalty box and he rolls it out to Cole Palmer, who's away. Palmer goes halfway inside their half and then plays the ball inside to João Pedro. João Pedro sees him and plays it straight between defenders to Palmer. He's in down the right-hand side of the penalty box. He looks up, squares the ball across the 6-yard box, and Garnacho's on the back post, and John McGinn steps in front of him just as Garnacho's about to just put it in the back, in the onion bag. Anyway, clears it. It's gone for a corner to Chelsea. Chelsea gone short. Edge of the box, Garnacho. Casido plays it back out to Cole Palmer, who volleys it, slices it on the volley, straight out of play, unfortunately. But great move from Chelsea. João Pedro and Cole Palmer, their link-up play is brilliant. But Pedro spotted it, played a great ball between 2 defenders, and Palmer's in. Squares it, right-footed, across the 6-yard box. Looking at Enzo Maresca, who's on the phone, his assistant on the bench with his earphone in. Anyway, Villa launched the ball forward, trying to hold the ball up Marlon. He can't. Chelsea win it off of him. He's had a shocking game, Marlon. Enzo Fernandez won a free kick off Kamara on the halfway line. Does well. Gives it to Casido early. Goes Reece James right inside the centre. James, one more out to Pedro Neto. Neto on the overlap. Outside of Maatsen. Oh, he tries to put it inside, but covered off by Buendia. Back to Martinez, who just side foots it up in the air. But well done, Chalobah. Beats Rodgers to it. Heads it down to James. James gets the ball back from Casido. Badiashile. Chalobah right inside, right back position. Pedro Neto this time comes inside. And he's gone down off challenge from Tillemans, but it comes out to Casido. Reece James crosses. Oh, my word. Back post. What's happened here? Reece James played a cross and he's mishit it. It nearly went in. Martinez backwards, pushed it out, comes out edge of the penalty box. Chelsea tried to have a shot, literally deflected away. Chelsea with possession again still. Just outside their penalty box. Cucurella. Chelsea are lined up with everyone's literally lined up, no more than 30 yards from their goal. Everyone's back for Villa. They're defending the edge of their penalty box. Chelsea push right up and Melee have crowd of players. No one's going anywhere here. And then Villa break the play up, and then Reece James steps in and wins it back. And then Chelsea try and play out, and it hits Enzo Fernandez in the face. McGinn's got the ball, plays it inside to Buendia, left-hand side to Rodgers, up against Chalobah. Comes inside, Casido backs him up. Buendia shoots, deflected up in the air. Out of play for a Villa corner. Unlucky, but Reece James, he's missed it his cross, surely. Is it a shot or a cross? It's a shot. And Martinez gets it. He parries it down to the back post. And Garnacho, rather than have a shot himself, he tries to play the ball square and they get the ball away. But unlucky, Reece James. Brilliant effort from James. Martinez on the stretch. Literally great save from Martinez, I have to say. But what a spot from Reece James. Unbelievable, Reece James. What a player he is. Underrated for me. Anyway, Villa, another corner. Matty Cash again on the right-hand side. Our right-hand side, their left. Right foot in-swinger. Let's get the ball away. What's happened now? Reece James up in a heap on the floor with Morgan Rodgers. I'll muck around with Reece James, mate. So he's trying to stand in front of the goalkeeper, and Reece James just pulled him out of the way. So referee's blown up again. What's he done here? He's given Morgan Rogers a yellow card because he's pulling Reece James. They're bear hugging each other. And then Reece James threw him out of the way the first time. Referee blew up and warned him. And then Rogers has pulled Reece James. So now he's got book Rogers. So now he can't do the same thing. So take it short. Cross comes in back post. Sanchez again, authoritative, comes out and throws out early again. And Chelsea move forward. Cucurella over halfway. He's got João Pedro through the middle. He's got Garnacho on the left-hand side. Back to Garnacho, shoots Garnacho, and the ball goes just wide. Unlucky Garnacho, unlucky. Oh, Reece James got booked as well for it. Anyway, Cucurella. Chelsea's counter-attack is great. Fast. Unlucky. Right, Villa are making 3 changes. Sancho, Watkins, and Onana are coming on. Buendia's coming off. Well, Buendia's coming off. He doesn't look happy about it either. Interesting. Yeah, Jadon Sancho's coming on. No, he don't track back and defend. No, Watkins is a pain in the arse. 17 is Marlon. He's off. Shocking. Absolute shocking. How much they paid for him? And McGinn's coming off for Onana. They're going to go proper 4-3-3 Villa, I think. Yeah, Marlon, Buendia, McGinn off. Sancho, Watkins, Onana on. A bit more of a presence in midfield for them, so Chelsea need to be combative now against Villa's changes. So, goal kick to Villa. Martinez. 6-yard box. Out to right-hand side to Matty Cash. Tries to play a ball out. Can only find Cucurella. Deflects off him. Unlucky. Free kick. Throw-in, to Villa. 15 yards inside their own half. Played up the line to Watkins. Badiashile gets in front of him. Does well. Plays it up the line to Enzo Fernandez. Turns away from a challenge. But Villa come out with the ball. Onana's first touch. Gets out of his feet and turns Lindelof round. Facing his own goal here. Konza halfway inside his own half. Konza. Chelsea 4 players pushed up, pressing. Lindelof. Out of his feet. Looking for a pass. He has to go left to Maatsen. Neto's after him. Back to the goalkeeper. Martinez, penalty spot. João Pedro. Kamara. Lindelof. Brings it out left-hand side here. Maatsen comes inside. Goes beyond 1 challenge, 2 challenges, and plays it inside to Kamara. They got a man over, but they played it short, and Cucurella steps in to win it. Gives it to Garnacho. Back to Cucurella. Garnacho's on the overlap. Cucurella finds him, edge of the penalty box, left-hand side. Garnacho on his right foot, inside to Enzo Fernandez. João Pedro. Oh, he tried to play a little ball, one more to Cole Palmer, but Palmer wasn't there, and Villa are breaking. Villa, they got man over. Watkins. He's got Kamara next to him. He plays it up to Kamara. Can he get there? He can't. He does. But Sanchez comes out and makes a great save at his feet. And Chelsea now breaking. Enzo Fernandez. Oh, he's overplayed it to Pedro Neto. What a save from Sanchez. But Villa did well, to be fair. Sancho inside to Tielemans. He finds Watkins. Watkins plays it through the back door, looking for Kamara's run. He gets there in front of Sanchez, but Sanchez comes out with a knee and blocks it brilliantly well. Well done, Sanchez. That's the danger of Watkins and Villa. Anyway, throw into Villa. Gone backwards to Lindelof. He's left-hand side of centre. He's halfway inside his own box here at the minute. Lindelof. Forced to go forward by João Pedro. He's over halfway, driving forward Lindelof. Puts the brakes on, gives it to Morgan Rogers. Holds off Reece James. Tielemans. Kamara. Sancho steps inside and picks up the ball and goes one more wide right. Matty Cash. Cross comes in towards the back post. Tielemans was totally unmarked. Totally unmarked, but Sanchez was there in front. How was Tielemans unmarked? I haven't got a clue. Anyway, Sanchez rolls it out to his left to Badiashile. Cucurella now. Badiashile. Plays the ball forward. Straight to Onana. Gives the ball away. Kamara finds Rogers into the feet of Ollie Watkins, and they've scored Villa. Ollie Watkins scores literally after about 2 minutes of coming on. Badiashile gives the ball away. They play the ball inside. Ball straight through to Ollie Watkins. To be fair, I think he's had a shot. It's hit Sanchez, back onto Watkins and over Sanchez in the back of the net to make it 1-1. It's coming, but Badiashile gives the ball away. He tries to play a 30-yard ball from just on the left-hand side of his own penalty box. He tries to play it forward to nobody. Just gives it away. They step in front. Kamara finds Rogers, finds Ollie Watkins. One-on-one with Chalobah, can't get there. Sanchez comes out. Let's have a look. Sanchez comes out and actually clatters the ball against Watkins. Watkins gets it. It hits Sanchez in the chest, bounces back off Watkins' knee and goes over Sanchez in the back of the net. And in off the post to make it 1-1. Talk about one-sided. We said at half-time, definitely needs a second goal. Definitely needs a second goal. Anyway, the replays are all over, and someone's gone down edge of the own penalty box. Onana's gone down under a challenge from someone in the air. And it's a free kick to Villa, just outside their own penalty box here. So all the focus now is on Unai Emery on the sideline. As you can imagine, the biased coverage. So Maresca's now got his walkie-talkie out. Anyway, Martinez launched it over halfway. Watkins goes down under a challenge from Chalobah. We nod it to halfway. Onana steps in front of Cole Palmer, wins the ball back and goes back to Konza. Villa in the ascendancy. Chelsea can't get on the ball now. 1-2 with Sancho. Ball over the top. They've got Matty Cash is in behind. Right inside of the penalty box. Pulls it to the edge of the penalty box and the ball goes away. Reece James just hammers the ball away. Villa are finding space. Absolute loads of space. Down the wings now. Anyway, thrown to Aston Villa. Level the edge of the penalty box on the right-hand side. Our left-hand side. Matty Cash into the feet of Tielemans. Back to goal. Edge of the penalty box. Being held up. Comes back out to Kamara. Cash up against Garnacho. Back to Jadon Sancho. Sancho. Onana. Konza to Lindelof. Left-hand side of the centre circle. To Rogers. Maatsen. Villa on top now. Onana. Maatsen. Back to Lindelof. Lindelof back to the goalkeeper. Martinez. Edge of the D outside his own box here. Lindelof. Chelsea get a foot on the ball. Martinez. To Kamara. Konza. Kamara. Wide right to Jadon Sancho. Beats one, challenges away Sancho. Over halfway, driving forward. He's got Morgan Rogers to his left. Rogers. Overlap. Maatsen shoots. Saved at the near post by Sanchez. Chelsea cannot live with Aston Villa since the changes. We cannot live with them. And I don't know why. They got runners everywhere. Maatsen was offside. VAR will see that would be offside. Saved by Sanchez. Great save. come on, Chelsea. Get your foot on the ball. Force them backwards again. It's free kick for offside, right? No, it's a corner to Villa. Tielemans going to take it from the left-hand side. Their left, our right. Tielemans goes short to Jadon Sancho. Tielemans. Little ball. They've got to run a near post. Play between the legs of the Chelsea defender. Jesus Christ. They're going mental, Chelsea, at the minute. Chelsea come out. The ball's played short to the edge of the penalty box, the corner of it. They just literally rolled the ball between the Chelsea defender's legs because the man was running near post, and thankfully, Casilla was alive to it. Anyway, corner to Aston Villa again. Tielemans on our right-hand side, their left. Tries to take it short, and Cole Palmer picks it off. Up to Pedro Neto, to Cucurella. Cucurella, ball down the wing to Cole Palmer. Garnacho's at the back post. He plays it square, looking for João Pedro, but Kamara's covered it off. Good move from Chelsea, though, I have to say. Force them all the way back into their own penalty box here, Aston Villa. They're trying to play out here. Sancho under pressure. Sancho to Kamara, dinks it forward. Reece James steps forward. Can't win the challenge. Tielemans into Rodgers, turns. Chalobah's challenged him, but Rodgers gone down. Chalobah's got a yellow card for it. It's a 50-50 ball. I thought Chalobah won it, but Rodgers gone down. Oh, no, he doesn't. He went across his foot. Went for the ball, but across his foot. Yellow card for Chalobah. Free kick to Villa. About 10 yards on off. Chelsea making changes. Cucurella's coming off for Gittins. No, for Malo Gusto. João Pedro's coming off for Liam Delap. And Gittins is coming on for Garnacho, I imagine. Yeah, Garnacho's coming off as well. So, 22 minutes plus injury time to go. Pedro, Cucurella and Garnacho off. Delap, Gusto, Gittins on. Gittins, you got to do something, man. My gut feeling is their changes were better than ours. Anyway, it's gone back to Martinez. Square of him is Konza inside his own box here. Little dink ball round the corner to Matty Cash. Cash plays it up to Watkins. Holds the ball up against... But Chelsea, Malo Gusto wins the first challenge, but the ball's over the top to Watkins, run in behind. Watkins is in behind. Casino comes across to try and hold him up, and he does. He does get his shot away in the end, but Sanchez, at his feet, dives and makes a great save. Watkins is a pain in the arse. Sign him, please, Chelsea. Please sign Ollie Watkins. He's a brilliant forward. Brilliant player, honestly. Sanchez ball at his feet, launches it up towards halfway to nobody. Anana free header. Down to Rodgers, but thankfully shut down by Reece James. Palmer. Out to Enzo Fernandez. Gittins, first involvement. Up against Matty Cash. Gittins. Goes on the outside. Up to the byline. Cross comes in towards the back post, but overplays it. Unlucky, though. He's taken him on. Oh, it's just gone out for a goal kick. Literally. It's just gone over the top. And just triggered on the byline and just hit the corner flag and out for a goal kick. But unlucky, though. He took on two players, beat them both. Just couldn't get the cross right. Need to do more, Chelsea, to win this game. Play to Delap. Esteval's got me next. Anyway, goal kick's taken up towards Rodgers. Reece James goes to challenge him. They both miss it, and Watkins picks up a loose ball. Just inside of our half on the left-hand side, who is Tielemans. Gives it to Ollie Watkins. He goes back towards halfway to Onana. Inside to Tielemans, and Tielemans is away. He's turned Casido. Casido brings him down. It's a booking. Booking for Casido. Stupid challenge. He got goal side. And who else has been booked? Delap's been booked as well for a late challenge on someone. I'm not sure who. Free kick to Villa. Chelsea can't live with them at the minute. Cannot live with them. It was a Nana. I don't know what Delap got booked for. Just show the replay of it. So Esteval's coming on. Who's he coming on for? Cole Palmer's coming off. He doesn't look happy about it, Palmer. He's talking to, he's just mouthed to the Chelsea bench about something about coming off. He's not happy, Palmer. He's not happy at all. Deary me. Esteval's on. Yeah, Palmer wasn't happy at all. As he's walked past the assistant who's obviously managing the game, he's had a few words. Wasn't happy, Palmer. Anyway, free kick to Aston Villa, dead centre, 30 yards from goal. Rodgers is over it. It's dead centre. I don't think Chelsea's change has been good here. My gut instinct is it's not good at all compared to Villa's. Villa's have been effective, have influenced the game straight away. Just hope that ours do. Right, Morgan Rodgers over this ball. Takes a free kick. Over the bar. Over the bar. Sanchez had it covered. He went for the dip. He got the dip, but it was literally on top of the bar, on top of the goal, not. But to be fair, Sanchez had it covered. Right, come on, Chelsea. Out to Badiashile. Back to Sanchez. Casido, we played through their press. Well done. Casido, get the ball out your feet. He does. He finds Reece James. 10 yards off on the right-hand side. Neto, back to Reece James. James plays it across the pitch to Badiashile. Left-hand side to Malo Gusto. It's Gittins. Gittins takes on two defenders and falls over, and then comes across to somebody else who falls over, and Villa play it forward looking for Ollie Watkins, but over his head, and out of play for Chelsea throwing halfway inside our own half here. Talk about a game with two halves. My God. Anyway. Reece James with a throw-in. Up the line to Pedro Neto. Little dink ball looking for Esteval. Can't find him. Villa win it. Rodgers plays the ball forward looking at Sancho. Great challenge, Malo Gusto. Wins it off him. Casido plays it left-hand side to Gittins. Brings it down. First touch. Gittins. Second touch is good as well. Up against Matty Cash. Edge of the penalty box now. Plays it inside to Enzo Fernandez. Goes down edge of the penalty box. Referee's going to give it. He gives it off Tielemans. Well done, Enzo Fernandez. Literally just outside the penalty box. Left-hand side of the D. That's where it is. Well done, Gittins, though, to be fair. Enzo, yeah, Tielemans taking his foot away. It's literally 2 yards outside. Oh, he's kicked the back of his ankle. That's why he's gone down. It's 2 yards outside the penalty box. Free kick to Chelsea. I got a feeling it's a bit too close, but Pedro Neto's over it. You imagine Reece James over it. Will it be the left-footed Neto or right-footed Reece James? Right, Gusto's there as well. Gusto now moves away. So Reece James had a word with the referee, and the referee's moved the ball back a bit. So Villa have come out to say that you've moved the ball too far back. So just told Reece James to move it forward. He's moved it about an inch. So Neto's there, James is there. 5-man wall for Villa. Come on, James. Do this. Or Neto. Esteval is on the back post, unmarked. James smacks it straight into the wall. Left-hand side, out to Gusto. Cross comes in, half cleared. Then comes back out to Gusto, to Enzo Fernandez. Tries to play through, but we can't. And Villa trying to break forward here with Ollie Watkins. Holds the ball up against Malo Gusto, but Gusto does well to win it off of him. Well done. Then Enzo with Matty Cash. Matty Cash goes down. Referee says play. He gives a free kick against Enzo Fernandez now. Deary me. Every 50-50 ball, Villa are just going down all the time. Never a free kick. My God. Anyway. Free kick to Villa. Deep inside our own half here. Kamara goes back to Martinez. Delap's up top now, shutting them down. Lindelof, Maatsen, up the line, looking for Rodgers, up against Reece James. Holds it up, finds Onana inside. Onana plays the ball wide right here and manages to find Jadon Sancho, halfway line. Holds it up, back to Matty Cash. Matty Cash holds it up. No rush, back to Konza. Delap's after Martinez. Edge of his own penalty box, plays it out first time to Lindelof. Lindelof back to Maatsen. Back to Martinez. Martinez now. Penalty spot. Konza. Little dink ball at the top to Matty Cash. Plays it forward to Sancho. Flicks it looking for Tielemans, but Casido shuts it down. Esteval loses possession now, unfortunately. And then Chelsea win it back. Well done. A good, I think it's Chalobah won it. Pedro Neto enters the penalty box. Comes back on his left foot and then falls over. But then Rodgers tries to flick it away from Reece James, but deflects it forward to Esteval. And then Reece, actually, well done, Esteval. He's got us a corner off of Morgan Rodgers. Come on, Esteval. Make a difference, man. Corner short. What's happened here? They're trying to go short of a corner. And the referee's pulled it back because he's just booked someone. He's booked Kamara for something. Is that 5-6 bookings in this game? Anyway, corner to Chelsea on the right-hand side. This time we're not going to go short. Neto puts one arm up and dinks it toward right down the goalkeeper's throat, and he just takes it above Delap's head, claims it easy. Those types of corners are stupid. Anyway, Martinez has been holding on to the ball for a while. Steps backwards, now rolls it to his right to Konza. Edge of the penalty box to Kamara, outside to Cash. Cash up the line, or forward to Watkins against Badiashile. Holds up Badiashile. Halfway inside of our half now. Drifts out to the right-hand side, Watkins. Holds it up, plays it inside to Kamara. He has to go back inside his own half to Konza. Steps up to halfway and plays it out wide right to Jadon Sancho. Driving forward now. Sancho drives it across the penalty box down the throat of Sanchez. Held up by Watkins. Villa find a lot of space here. Anyway, Sanchez, ball at his feet by the D of his penalty box. Plays it to his left to Badiashile. Badiashile, square to Chalobah. James. Chalobah. Sanchez, just outside the D of his penalty box. Dead centre, ball at his feet. Looking for an option. He's got centre-backs at either side of him, so goes right to Chalobah. Casido's been covered off by Tielemans, so goes to Reece James. Pedro Neto, back to Chalobah. Wide left of centre to Badiashile. Malagusto, back to Badiashile. Chalobah. Badiashile. Out to Malagusto. It's actually Enzo Fernandez has dropped out there. Up the line, looking for Gittins. He's got beyond the defender, Gittins. Corner flag. Step over once, twice. Comes inside Gittins. Tries to get a shot away. Held up. And then Enzo Fernandez wins second ball. Well done. Jamie Gittins. Again, tries to go down the byline. Gets the corner off Matty Cash. Well done. He's done well, Gittins, since come on. He's been busy. Two more subs for Villa coming on. Eventually. Anyway. Corner to Chelsea, left-hand side. Reece James over it. Just giving a signal. Every Chelsea player now moves in position. Cross comes in near post. Headed up in the air by Onana. And away for a Chelsea corner. Another one. Go back post this time. Mix it up. Get someone on the back post. Malo Gusto is in acres of space just inside the penalty box. Cross comes in near post, headed away by Matty Cash. Reece James going to collect it. Halfway inside their half on the byline. Plays it inside to Gittins. Casido. Wide right. Pedro Neto. Up against Maatsen again. Comes inside left foot. Cross comes in. Curler towards the goal and just farmed away by Lindelof. And Maatsen picks up the loose ball. Tries to take on Enzo Fernandez. Enzo clatters the ball out of play for Aston Villa throwing. They're going to make their changes now. Luca Digna's coming on and Bogart's coming on for Villa. Kamara's going off. He's having a conversation with the referee. It's been going on for about 5 minutes. Is he going off or what? He is going off. So Maatsen's going off. And Kamara's going off. Anyway, probably about 10 minutes, including injury time to go. Chelsea need a winner. Don't look likely. We need a winner. Anyway, thrown up the line from Villa. Rodgers heads it on inside our own half. Badiashile up to Delap, who does actually well to hold it up. Tries to play it into the run of Esteval, but he can't. And Villa play it forward to Watkins, making that run in the channel. Watkins, edge of the penalty box against Badiashile. Goes beyond him. Holds it up. Tries to flip the ball back towards the penalty spot. But Chelsea crowd him out and he goes out for a corner. Watkins' run is brilliant. Brilliant run from Watkins again. Gets himself one-on-one with the defender. Badiashile did well to hold him up, to be fair. Anyway. Calling to Villa from the right-hand side, our left-hand side, their right-hand side. Tillemans is over it. Let's get the ball away. Free header. Oh, they've scored. Watkins has scored again. Free header inside the 6-yard box. Ollie Watkins. Jesus. The cross comes in, an out-swinging cross. And somehow, Ollie Watkins is on the left-hand side of the penalty box. Of the penalty spot, sorry. And a free header. How is he not? Who's marking him? No one. Who's marking him? He runs off for Gusto. Freda down the bottom corner. 2-1 Villa. Honestly. Unai Emery has just given Enzo Maresca a lesson into how you manage a game from the sideline. It weren't working. They weren't in this game first half. They were nowhere near it, Aston Villa. Nowhere near it. And what he did, Unai Emery, is he gave it 5-10 minutes and thought, no, not happening. Made his change. And the 3 changes that he made has influenced this game straight away. And Ollie Watkins, who I'm talking to you about in the first half, saying about how I rate him, I'd sign him. He's a pain in the arse. He's popped up with 2 goals inside of 25 minutes. And it's turned the game around. Absolutely turned the game around. Chelsea can't keep hold of the ball now. Villa with the ball deep inside their own half here. Luca Digna back to Martinez. Martinez 6-yard box dinks it out to Matty Cash. Matty Cash gives it away. Malo Gusto wins it. Goes back to Casido, centre circle. Plays the ball forward to Reece James. Great turn from him. Outside of him is Pedro Neto. Neto takes it beyond 1 or 2. Holds it up back to Casido. Back out to Reece James. Forced wide a little bit, James. Plays it inside. Pedro Neto. A bit of space. Neto. Shot blocked by Onana. It opened up for him. Shot blocked by Onana. It's gone all the way back out to Sanchez. Halfway inside his own half here. He's come out to Gittins. Is it Gittins? Cross comes in towards the back post, over everyone. Gittins to no one. They're just showing second half stats, and Aston Villa 9 shots, 6 on target in the second half. Talk about just. This is what I'm saying to you guys, and I've said this time and time again on my channel. Is you're a manager. You're paid to manage the players you've got, but also to manage the game. And unfortunately, and Cole Palmer has got a face like thunder on the sideline. Absolute face like thunder. Esteval's been nowhere, not in it, not touched the ball yet. It's just Unai Emery's given a lesson on how you manage a game of football from the sideline. Goal kick from Martinez, held up in the air by Rodgers. And no Chelsea player there. Sadina heads it forward. Chalobah steps across. Badiashile just lumps it up in the air to no one. Gittins actually tries to keep it in play and does. Heads it towards the halfway line, but Villa come across. It comes to Malo Gusto. Nice little ball into Casido. Holds off a challenge to Tielemans, but Tielemans, he's lost it. Tielemans going forward. Outside of him is Jadon Sancho. Sancho shoots, deflected, near post, saved by Sanchez. Honestly. Anana won it off Casido. Then Tielemans out to Jadon Sancho. Out of his feet. Saved at near post by Sanchez. Another corner for Aston Villa on the right-hand side here. Our left-hand side. Talk about throw a game away. Honestly. We have the opportunities, Chelsea. Taken short. 1-2. Sancho's up the line. Plays the ball back. Edge of the box to Morgan Rodgers. One more out. Tielemans. Back to Jadon Sancho. Nutmegs. Esteval. Absolutely nutmegged Esteval and got to the byline. But then we come across and we just deflect the ball away. Sancho's a player, but there must be something wrong with him. It's why he don't start games. Corner taken short again. Tielemans, Sancho, Rodgers. Tielemans in behind Chelsea defence, byline. Just blasts the ball across goal and Sanchez picks up his near post. Oh, Jesus Christ, Sanchez, you haven't, have you? Sanchez runs out with the ball in his hands to throw it out, and he slips and he's fallen outside his own penalty box with his hands, with the ball in his hands. And he's given away a free kick, Sanchez. He's looking to throw a ball away. He's got the edge of a penalty box, and he's slipped over with the ball in his hands. Free kick to Aston Villa, right outside the penalty box. Jesus Christ. Honestly, bad to worse. So with that, it puts us 10 points behind Aston Villa in third, and we're fifth. Because we're 3 points behind Liverpool now. Level on points with United. That's how bad we are. Anyway, Aston Villa go 3 points behind the league leaders. What a transformation, first half to second half. It's a bit like us last week at Newcastle. We were so bad. When the ball's this close, 5 minutes of added time for Chelsea now. When it's this close, I wouldn't even put a wall there. Who's over it? Digne is over it. And Rodgers, I think. Can't have Rodgers scoring. If Rodgers scores and does this at Stamford Bridge, I'll do my nutting. Literally right on the edge of the box. Rodgers goes to take it. Dummies it. Luca Dean shoots. Saved by Sanchez low down. Sancho picks up the loose ball. Up against Esteval. Holds the ball up, Sancho, against Esteval. Plays it inside, looking for a 1-2. Oh, Enzo's given the ball away. Villa go back halfway. Konza. 4 minutes of injury time to go. Konza. Ball inside. They've got loads of space, Villa. But well done, Gittins. He steps in. Delap does well to win the ball as well. First touch for him, I think. Malo Gusto. Reece James. Inside to Casido. Casido holds the ball up. Plays one more to Malo Gusto on the right-hand side here. One more to Esteval. Esteval. Looking for an out ball. He goes across the pitch and finds Enzo Fernandez. Casido. Malo Gusto. Right inside the centre. One more out to Reece James. James holds it up. Inside to Malo Gusto. Cross comes in towards the back post, but it's too high and too close to the goalkeeper. And Martinez falls on it and takes his time. 3 minutes of added time to go. Martinez launched it forward high. Chalobah's underneath it. Just heads it down to Badiashile. Gives it to Sanchez. Rolls it to his left to Badiashile. Malo Gusto, left back position, halfway inside our own half. Driving forward. He doesn't. He goes inside to Chalobah. Reece James. James forward to Delap. Holds the ball up against Lindelof. Does well. Reece James over the top. Esteval makes the run down the line. Right hand side. Holds up the defender. Luca Digne takes him on. Tries to get round him and he does. Esteval holds it up. Plays it inside. Looking for Delap. But crowded out by 3 Villa defenders who try and bring the ball out. They played it out of play. Chelsea throwing. Casido from James. Gets it back. Reece James. Handball to Morgan Rogers. Not given. And Rogers goes up the line against Reece James. And James wins it off of him. And James doing his pieces at the 4th official. Saying handball. It was a handball. He flicked up trying to get it around Morgan Rogers, who handballed it. Anyway, Villa try and play it forward to Tielemans. But Casido won it off of him. And the referee's given a free kick for it. Because Tielemans gone down again. So now Enzo Fernandez is now booked. Enzo went to say to him, what's going on? What are you getting that free kick for? Honestly. Aston Villa, they dive everywhere, I have to say. Yeah, Enzo's booked as well. Awful second half from Chelsea. Dominant, in control first half. Awful second half. Highlighted by the changes that Unai Emery made. And as soon as he made those changes, the game changed. Chelsea were just struggling to deal with what Villa were doing. Villa were finding space. And they got their 2 goals. And they've turned the game on its head, literally. On its head. Anyway, play the ball forward, up the line. Chelsea trying to get the ball away. Edge of our box now. Reece James steps in front of Rogers. And then Enzo Fernandez plays it off Onana for Chelsea throwing right by the benches. Pedro Neto to take it. He's not. He's left it to Reece James. Chalobah. What's happened here? Who's he booking now? Oh, he's booked one of the Villa bench for kicking the ball out on the pitch. Trying to slow the game down. Anyway, Chelsea play it short to Casido. Plays it up the line to Delap. Lindelof covers it off to Martinez. Martinez launched it forward. Watkins can't beat Badiashile to the ball. It comes back to Chalobah. Time's up, I think. Badiashile to Malo Gusto. Get the ball forward. Into Enzo Fernandez. Shut down straight away by Onana. Enzo. Back to Badiashile. And that's it. Full time. And Aston Villa have won 11 games on the spin. 11 games on the spin. And Chelsea have only got themselves to blame. I have to say it. 1-0 up and cruising. Aston Villa make their changes. Unai Emery influences the game from the sideline, makes their changes. Chelsea straight away are struggling to deal with it. And Chelsea make changes that have no influence at all on the game, including pissing off Cole Palmer. And Chelsea are nowhere. João Pedro taken off. Cole Palmer taken off. Delap came on and did nothing. Gittins was busy, but nothing. And Cole Palmer, looking at him now on the pitch, he doesn't look happy at all. And Cucurella as well going off. But Neto and Enzo, not happy. But anyway, talk about managing the game from the sideline. Talk about throwing it away. Jesus Christ. But there you go. There's the masterclass from Unai Emery. Team is absolutely nowhere in the first half. Nowhere to be seen. Chelsea totally dominant. Totally dominant in the first half. He changes, and straight away they got space, and straight away we are struggling to cope with them, struggling to deal with it, and there you go. Anyway. Deary me. So, let's turn that off. Jesus Christ. Let's turn it off for Christ's sake. So, people, Chelsea lose it. Had it in our hands. Should have got that second goal we were talking about. It nearly came beginning of the second half. But John McGinn, back post, just tipped it in front of Garnacho after a great move when Palmer slid it across goal. And we lose the game. So, we'll have to digest now for a couple of days until we play Bournemouth on Tuesday night at the Bridge. Another big game for us. And then Man City next Sunday. Hopefully there'll be live match coverage. Hopefully. Probably not Tuesday, but I'll be back on Sunday. Definitely Sunday for Man City away. Anyway, people. Chelsea, first half, 1-0 up and cruising. Second half, diabolical. Anyway, enjoy yourselves. Thanks for watching. I really, really appreciate it. And I'll see you all soon.